Good afternoon. Hope everyone's had a good day. Been another hot and humid day here in Sarasota, but there's a storm approaching from the north right now, and there's a nice cool breeze. Anyway, that isn't the subject of this. As I've said before, I experience a lot of strife in my life, and it involves most of it is done through various broadcasting. And I just wanted to mention to you a couple of difficulties that might be important to others that have occurred recently. On one night, I forget when it was, I guess it's been about 3 weeks ago though, I was laying to sleep when a man decided to say a loud threat from the sound of a passing car. He sounded like it's from New York, maybe a New York Italian man, I don't know, but you know, like any other group of people, some of them are good, some of them are bad. So anyway, on the particular night, the man decided to be really bad, saying a threat that he was going to throw, that he would or he's going to throw kids off of the top of the Stratosphere Tower in Las Vegas. Well, you know, that's really worrisome. Others were made aware about it immediately, and I thought about it. What can I do about somebody anonymous saying a threat from a car passing by? But since he did threaten the children pertaining to the tower in Las Vegas, I went ahead. So anyway, that was one of the details. I think I mentioned to you that I traveled to Las Vegas back in near the end of September of 2019. Experienced stress and strife there also. I don't want to detail that about right now, but before I traveled, I had used some partly amusing tweets saying that I was going to intend to go up to the top of the stratosphere and have a couple of drinks. But after I got there, a usual man who alleges being a priest started a lot of threats, saying he really seriously threatened that if I would go into the Stratosphere Tower, that he was going to try to knock it over through the use of an earthquake. So anyway, I decided that I was going to avoid the particular place, but hopefully they're being good. But a worry that others have probably noticed is on top of the place there's a small roller coaster on the roof, and if you look at it closely, I didn't look at it closely enough before, that it doesn't look much bigger than kids could fit on, and that's really kind of scary to be if they be putting kids on a roller coaster outside on top of a tower that's so tall. So anyway, on another night, I mentioned before that I've heard Donald Trump comment a number of occasions, sometimes friendly, but other times, like some nights ago, I guess it was about a week and a half or 2 weeks ago, again, very late at night, getting into the usual traffic and AC kind of broadcasting. One of his comments was threatening, what if he'd listened to this person being screaming and being smashed down into a Hiles container. So anyway, my guess was that he was just kind of testing to see what my response would be. But I trusted there was others of awareness, and I know that there's good deputies aware of matters, and so I just trusted and ended up sleeping all right. But you know, some of those intents are shared by others of corruption, and it reminds me that on one day, I guess it's been a couple of years ago now, that there was a pretty young lady trying to be nice to me about her commenting. For whatever reason, she was commenting nicely and AC broadcasting early one morning. But when whoever was partly supervising decided to change the scene, when a trash truck arrived, they had her voice switched into the loud sounding of the actuating of the hydraulics of the trash truck, and she started to sound discomfited and then a little bit irritated about her voice suddenly being in the sounds of a trash truck that she wouldn't have agreed about. And then I was hearing someone else, I guess it was one of the gays who alleges being from Salt Lake City. You know, they'd just be satisfied about it if a pretty and talented dancing and singing lady would have been smashed into a truck. So anyway, as I say, many of you have seen me along the roadside here. I don't have many resources, but there is a lot of action pivoted on me in various broadcasting, as I said, and sometimes there are persons of various elected and other authority positions about it. What we've got to do is hope and pray that our people are safe. People can't be abused into having their voices put into trash container trucks. People are supposed to be safe. People are trying to talk to people nicely. They aren't supposed to be discomfited by any kind of a malpractice or anything. Instead, switches them into the possibly dangerous sounds of garbage. So anyway, as always, I'm hoping that everyone's going to have a good evening tonight. And thanks, as always. I was going to say something else, but I forgot. As always, thanks for whatever friendly consideration that you're doing.